Alright, time to critique someone else's work. Hey, what is up you guys? It is Tyler. Welcome back to the Tyler Williams channel. And welcome to another video. We're doing something very different today. Normally we do New Japan and AEW and all that kind of stuff. Well, today it seems like it's all being intertwined into one video. As we're going to be looking at the Wrestling Observer Figure 4 Online newsletter. So I'm sure all of you are familiar with Dave Meltzer. You know, he's the guy that gives out star ratings to all these matches. He's an historian in wrestling. He gives a bunch of interviews and has reporting news for the last going on 30, 40 years almost. The guy's old. He's way older than me. Every year he does the Wrestling Observer Newsletter Awards, in which what I gain from it, he chooses certain wrestlers in a category, and then a bunch of wrestling fans, people who are subscribed to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, get to choose that wrestler, and then whoever has the most votes wins the category. I've never voted in one of these. I've never been a subscriber to the newsletter. All due respect to Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez, but $11.99 a month to get wrestling news, it seems kind of... But the Twitter user Meltzer Said What tweeted out an entire thread full of categories from the Wrestling Observer Newsletter Awards for 2019. And in this video, I'm going to go through all the awards and tell you guys my opinions and thoughts on each category. So without further ado, let's get straight into these and see what you guys voted for. Not you guys in particular, but what other people vote. You get what I mean. So I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom here because it's a lot to go through, man. All right, so starting at the bottom, we have Worst Feud of the Year. So coming in at number 9, we have Becky Lynch versus Seth Rollins. Whoa, that is a very intense feud. I didn't know happened. But no, Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans. We have, at number 8, we have Tetsuya Naito versus Kota Ibushi. How is that the worst feud of the year? I mean, it's not the best. How is it the worst feud? I mean, whatever. We have Shane McMahon versus The Miz. I understand that. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch versus Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans. I very much understand why that's worst feud of the year. King Corbin versus Shorty G. Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin. Roman Reigns versus King Corbin. Rusev versus Bobby Lashley. That should have been number 1. But number 1 is Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt, The Fiend. You know, I can't really even give my opinions on a lot of these except for the Tetsuya Naito Kota Ibushi one, because that one just befuddles me. Now, don't get me wrong. A feud is not only contingent on the matches they have. It has to have a good story going into it. And while I can't sit here and say that Kota Ibushi versus Tetsuya Naito had the best story in the world, I wouldn't consider it in the worst category. So, I don't know what these people are talking about. We're just going to say that Seth Rollins versus The Fiend is comparable and keep it moving. Next up, we have the worst match of the year. So, starting from the bottom, number 6, we have Shane McMahon versus Roman Reigns in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. I've never seen that match. Probably was bad. We have Bully Ray and Shane Taylor versus Silas Young versus Flip Gordon and this is from the Ring of Honor Supercard show. That was a very messy match. We have, I don't know who that is. Metallica wrestled? Like the band Metallica wrestled? No, I'm sure it wasn't the band. We have Braun Strowman versus Tyson Fury. Yeah, I haven't seen that match. I haven't seen any of these matches. No, I have seen number 1, which is The Fiend versus Seth Rollins in Hell in a Cell. I have seen that match. That was a horrible match. So that deserves to be number 1. Worst television show of the year. We have NWA Power at number... Who's putting these together? How is NWA Power the worst show of the year? Because of Jim Cornette? That makes it the worst? These people, I don't get these people. Impact. I've heard Impact's been doing pretty well lately, so I understand that's on the list. Ring of Honor at number 3. SmackDown number 2. And Raw at number 1. It's a Raw, like, the worst show, like, every year. This is not surprising to me. Alright, let's keep it moving. Most disgusting promotional tactic of the year. It should be WWE, Saudi Arabia, number 1 every single fucking year. Let's see. WWE Eric Rowan attempted murder of Roman Reigns. I don't remember that happening. WWE Corey Graves tweet over Mauro Ronaldo. Yeah. WWE counter-programming AEW Fight for the Fallen charity show. Yeah, that was pretty shitty of them. WWE using Roman Reigns' cancer to draw a rating. I agree with that, Stu. UFC using Greg Hardy. I don't know who that is. Number 4, WWE's Mike and Maria pregnancy. That was so dumb. I remember that segment with her being on the like, I don't know if she was like giving birth or getting a pap smear or what, but I remember her being on a table and then Mike and Al's pinned her. Or we talk about the one where she was berating him every single week for not being a father of his kids, and then she said like it was I don't remember that storyline, but I just remember it being dumb. ROH using Enzo and Cass at MSG show without telling New Japan. Yep. I remember being there watching it happen. That was still the weirdest thing I ever seen, and nothing ever came of it, which is just even more weird. All these have 21, 19, and below, and then number one is WWE continuing to do business with Saudi Arabia at 920. How much you want to bet 920 of those people probably still watch these Saudi Arabia shows? This is what makes me so... This is why I laugh so hard at this. Because these people will swear up and down how much they don't support WWE going to Saudi Arabia, but then they watch these shows. Worst major wrestling show of the year. We have CMLL 86th Anniversary Show at number 6. We have WWE WrestleMania. Oh, so WrestleMania 35? The worst major wrestling show of the year? I don't think WrestleMania 35 was that bad. WWE TLC, number 4. WWE Crown Jewel at number 3. Oh, that was number 3. WWE TLC number 4, WWE Crown Jewel number 3, Hell in a Cell at number 2, and WWE Super Showdown at number 1. See, I wouldn't be able to know that because I haven't seen this show. So, moving on, best major wrestling show of the year. Now, I've attended a lot of great wrestling shows this year, so I can account for this one. Number 10, we have NXT TakeOver Portland. Number 9, we have WrestleMania 30. How the fuck is WrestleMania 35 both in the best and worst wrestling show of the year? I don't understand that. We have Dominion number 8. Yeah, sounds about right. DDT Coming to America at number 4. If that show was that good, I might have to go to this year's show. DDT Ultimate Party at number 6. New Japan Pro Wrestling Best of the Super Juniors Final number 5. That was a really good show. The G1 Climax Finals number 4. We have NXT TakeOver Brooklyn at number 3. Have I seen the whole show? Yeah, I have. New Japan Pro Wrestling, Wrestle Kingdom 13 at number 2, and AEW Double Nothing at number 1. Yes, I can attest to this. I was at Double Nothing, and it is still one of my all-time favorite experiences. Not even just Double Nothing, but the entire weekend. Like, everything about Vegas, I loved. Double or Nothing still goes down as one of my favorite shows of all time. So yes, I completely, 100% agree with number 1, number 2, and I guess number 4 and 5. Worst television announcer. We have Jerry Lawler, Josh Matthews, Byron Saxton, Alex Marvez, Mauro Ranallo at number 6. Damn, there's a lot of Mauro Ranallo haters out there. Jim Ross at number 5. Jim Ross should be number 1. Renee Young at number 4. Beth Phoenix at number 77. Michael Cole number 2. And Corey Graves at number 474 votes, number 1. Coming from someone who doesn't watch Raw or SmackDown, I can't really attest, but I'm almost 100% sure this is accurate. So, Jim Ross, sad to see him on the list, but I agree. Jim Ross has been slipping a lot lately. And by a lot, I mean like since really Dynamite's inception. Best television announcer. We have Chris Carlton, Don Callis, Hugo, Jim Ross, somehow is best and worst. Jim Cornette, starting over here. Nigel McGuinness, Mauro Ranallo, Tony Schiavone number 3, Excalibur number 2, and Kevin Kelly at number 1. Completely agree. Kevin Kelly is one of the best TV ring announcers that they are. Ring announcers? What am I talking about? Best commentators that are out there right now. Very straightforward. Gives you all the details. Rocky Romero should be on this list arguably as well, but I'll give it to Kevin Kelly. He's awesome. I actually met him when I was in Japan. Really nice guy. Gino and Kelly, really nice guys. Hope they're doing well. Best non-wrestler. We have Jake Hager. Pizza made a way onto the list. That's awesome. Katsuri Shibata, Aubrey Edwards, William Regal, Tully Blanchard, Ghetto, Selena De La Renta. I don't know how Ghetto's on this list. Selena De La Renta. Number 2 was Zelina Vega, and number 1 was Paul Heyman. People love them some Paul Heyman, man. They really do. Paul Heyman wins like every damn year for like the No DQ awards, I think. So I don't know. The Paul Heyman mystique is a little lost on me because I don't watch these shows much at all anymore. Zelina Vega, I would say, is number 1 because she's awesome. But let's move on. Rookie of the Year. We have Alex Coughlin, Marco Stunt. Wow, Marco Stunt's number 8. Good for him. Private Party, Strong Machine J, Chris Statler, number 5. Clark Connors, number 4. Cain Velasquez, number 3. Okay, bro. Number 2, Carl Fredericks. And number 1 is Jungle Boy. So I guess the Young Lions are technically not rookies, even though they're in training. So arguably, I believe that Shota and Runarita should be on this list. And number 1 and number 2. Let me not knock Jungle Boy. I like Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy has a great future. So I I agree with this, but I feel that Ren Narita and Shota Umino were greatly slated. And Yuya too. And Yoda. Show them some respect. Put your respect on their damn names. Most underrated. We have Pac, Cesaro, Kushida, Samoa Joe, Mustafa Ali, Tomohiro Ishii. How is Ishii on this list? He's not underrated. Ricochet, Toa Henare, Matt Riddle number 2, and Shorty G at number 1. You know what? Completely makes sense. Completely agree. Really sad part is he's never going to get utilized correctly unless he leaves the company. And I don't get the sense he's going to ever leave the company. So, guess he's just going to dwindle forever then. Most overrated. We have Cody. We have Sonata. Brock Lesnar. Jay White. Britt Baker. Shane McMahon. Lacey Evans, Bray Wyatt, Seth Rollins number 2, and King Corbin at number 1. How is King Corbin at number 1 doesn't make sense to me, because I feel like I hear more about King Corbin being a shitty wrestler than I ever do about King Corbin being like, it's very hard to come across people who are Baron Corbin fans. I think people get the term overrated very mixed up with people I don't like. Like, you need to categorize people I don't like and people that are overrated. Like, I can understand how Cody, Sonata, Lesnar, even Jay White to an extent people say overrated, and Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins, but King Corbin is like so universally disliked that I don't understand how he's in this list, and especially number 1. But the Bryan Danielson Award, the best technical wrestler, let me guess, Zack Sabre Jr., Johnny Gargano number 8. Okay. Timothy Thatcher, number 7. Minoru Suzuki at number 6. Jonathan Gresham, number 5. Sonata is somehow on this list, number 4. Will Ospreay? Will Ospreay apparently is one of the most technical wrestlers in the world right now, but far beyond me to judge that, right? Daniel Bryan, number 2. He's way more technical than Jonathan Gresham and Minoru Suzuki, so like... Daniel Bryan, number 2, and Zack Sabre Jr. at number 1. Zack Sabre Jr., put this in perspective. Daniel Bryan, one of the greatest wrestlers to have ever lived, is at number 2 with 97 votes. And Zack Sabre Jr. is number 1 with 895. I'm still befuddled as to how Will Ospreay is on this list. But Zack Sabre Jr., I guess, is far more superior to Daniel Bryan. Okay. Alright, most charismatic. We have Kento Miyahara, number 10. Matt Riddle, number 9. Orange Cassidy should be way further in this list. And number 8, Becky Lynch, at number 7. Damn. Jon Moxley, number 6. MJF is more charismatic than Jon Moxley and Becky Lynch. And number 5, Hiroshi Tanahashi, number 4. Tetsuya Naito, number 3. Cody at number 2. And the greatest wrestler of all time, Chris Jericho, at number 1. Anyone notice how Kazuchika Okada isn't on this list? I guess I could kind of sort of agree with this list. I feel like Ibushi should be on here a little bit more. A little lack of Ibushi is kind of disappointing. Chris Jericho, number 1, makes the most sense. Chris Jericho has been really carrying all of professional wrestling on his back for the last 20 years. So yeah, he deserves this award every year. Most improved. Will Ospreay, number 10. Will Ospreay should be way higher, man. Will Ospreay... From 2018-2019, the work rate of Will Ospreay last year was completely just incredible. So, alright. Cody, Cody I understand. Darby Allin, number 8. MJF, Jay White, Taichi, our Lord and Savior, number 5. Rhea Ripley, number 4. Jungle Boy, number 3. Jon Moxley, and number 2. I will say this much, Jon Moxley has been a way better wrestler than I ever remember Dean Ambrose being. And Lance Archer at number 1. This is very true. Lance Archer, G1 Climax 29, was just also incredible. So this going to Lance Archer, 100% agree. Feud of the year. Oh boy, I feel like I'm not going to like this list at all. We have Cody versus MJF at number 10. Alright. We have Okada versus Sonata, number 9. I already don't like this list. We have Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair at number 8. That makes sense. That was a good feud. Didn't have a good payoff, but it was a good feud. Kobe Covington versus Kamaru Usman at number 6. I don't even know what that is. David Starr versus Jordan Devlin, number 6. Jushin Liger versus Minoru Suzuki, number 5. Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston, number 4. That should arguably be number 1. Young Bucks versus Pentagon Jr., number 3. Chris Jericho versus Cody, number 2. And Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano at number 1. Throw this whole list away from number 1. Let's throw this whole list away. Throw the whole category away, man. Throw it away right now. All right, best box office draw. LA Park and what? For MLW, I guess? Okay. LA Park, number 10. Ronda Rousey at number 9. Becky Lynch at number 8. Cody at number 7. Kenny Omega at number 6. Nate Diaz at number 5. Kazuchika Okada at number 4. John Jones number 3. Brock Lesnar number 2. And Chris Jericho at number 1 with 540 votes. I very much agree with this sentiment because Chris Jericho is the best. Anytime Chris Jericho is wrestling, I tune in. Anytime he's on AW, I tune in. So I agree with this list. Women's Wrestling MVP of the Year. I feel like I'm probably not going to like this list either. We have Momo Watanabe at number 10. Already throw this list away because she's so low. Sari. How is Sari higher than... Alright, whatever. Sari at number 9. Mayu Watani at number 4. No, I wish. Number 8. Rhea Ripley number 7. Riho at number 6. Io Shirai number 5. Ronda Rousey number 4, Shayna Baszler number 3, Tessa Blanchard number 2, the racist, and Becky Lynch at number 1. Not only do we have no black representation in this category, but also Arisa Hoshiki was drafted, so throw this whole list away. Non-heavyweight MVP. Will Ospreay should win automatically. We have El Hijo del Fantasma at number 8, Johnny Gargano at number 7, David Starr at number 6, El Hijo del Vikingo at number 5, I said that right, Rey Fenix at number 4, Shingo Takagi at number 3, Shingo Takagi should not be in this list, Dragon Lee at number 2, and Will Ospreay with 1,015 votes at number 1. And you know what? Deservedly so. I don't know about giving him 1,000 votes, but deservedly so he deserves to be number 1 because he's just... He has just had an incredible year last year. Even though I'm so blocked on Twitter by him. Whatever. Europe MVP of the year. We have Pac with 7 votes. That's very, wow. We have Chris Brooks at number 9. Chris Brooks is better than Pac, damn. Timothy Thatcher number 8. Tyler Bates at number 7. Pete Dunne number 6. Jordan Devlin number 5. Zack Sabre Jr. number 4. David Starr at number 3. Will Ospreay number 2. And Volta at number 1. How does Will Ospreay go from like 1,000 votes to 266 compared to Walter's 537? People are weird, man. But Walter very much deserves it. Walter's awesome. Walter kicks so much ass. So, yeah, I agree. Thumbs up for me. Mexico MVP. Should go to Rey Fenix. We have Laredo Kid number 10. Dr. Wagner Jr. number 9. Ultimo Guerrero at number 8. Psycho Clown at number 7. Blue Demon Jr. at number 6. Dragon Lee number 5. Pentagon Jr. number 4. LA Park number 3. Roosh number 2, and number 1 is Rey Fenix. I can't really say too much about this, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna agree and just keep it moving. Rey Fenix is awesome though, so he deserves to be number 1. We have Japanese MVP. Let me guess, it's Okada. It's gonna be Okada. Number 7 is Hiroshi Tanahashi. Number 6 is Konosuke Takeshita. I hope I said that correctly. Konosuke Takeshita, probably. Tetsuya Naito number 5. Kota Ibushi number 4. Kenta Miyahara number 3. Will Ospreay is not Japanese. It clearly says Japanese MVP of the year. Will Ospreay is as white as they come. So throw this whole list away. I am a Kato Okada one. Throw this list away. Will Ospreay is not Japanese. Keep moving. United States, Canada MVP. Now, if Okada somehow made his way into this list, then that makes sense because everyone's a dumbass. But whatever. Seth Rollins, number 10. Kenny Omega, number 9. Jon Moxley, number 8. Daniel Bryan at number 7. Becky Lynch at number 6. Even though her and Nick Gage are tied. So they're both number 6 and 5. But Nick Gage is higher than Becky Lynch. Nick Gage is... what? Okay, I guess. Johnny Gargano, number 4. Adam Cole, number 3. Cody, number 2. And Chris Jericho triumphs overall once again at number 1. You know what? If this list was not United States / Canada, I don't know if Chris Jericho would have been number 1. Maybe he still would have, but yeah. Chris Jericho's good, so I approve. Pro Wrestling Match of the Year. Number 1 should be Cody versus Dustin, but let's see. Jon Moxley versus Tomoichi at number 10. I don't think that deserves to be on this list. Kota Ibushi versus Jay White in the G1 Climax Finals at number 9. All right. Walter versus Tyler Bate at number 8. Yeah. Maybe higher, but yeah. Young Bucks vs. Pentagon Jr. and Rey Fenix at number 7. This is from their match in Chicago, so All Out. Alright, I guess. Shingo Takagi versus Tomohiro Ishii from G1 Climax at number 6, I guess. Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole, NXT of Brooklyn at number 5, okay, I guess. Kazuchika Okada versus Will Ospreay from G1 Climax at number 4, that makes sense. Cody versus Dustin at AEW Double or Nothing at number 3, alright. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Kenny Omega at Wrestle Kingdom 13, number 2, okay. And number 1 is Will Ospreay versus Shingo Takagi, the best of the Super Juniors finals, at number 1 with 2,549 votes. You know what? Subside number 5 and number 10, I agree with this list. Oh, and number 7. But I agree with this list. This list is alright with me. Maybe because I'm only saying that because like every other match aside from number 5, number 10, and number 7 were actually on my list of matches for like match of the year. But Will Ospreay versus Shingo Takagi smacked, so I'll agree. Best weekly TV show of the year, AEW better win. We have AEW Road 2 at number 10. The Road 2 series are actually pretty good, so I agree. Impact Wrestling at number 9. AEW Dark at number 8. Beyond Uncharted Territory at number 7. MLW Fusion number 6. Being the Elites, how's that a wrestling show, at number 5. Well, I guess there's no specification on what determines that not being it, so okay. New Japan on Access at number 4. So people actually watch New Japan on Access? Yeah. NWA on Power at number 3. NXT at number 2. And AEW Dynamite at number 1 with 4,854 votes. We completely agree with this list. Would have put New Japan over NWA Power. Then again, I don't watch New Japan on Access, so it would be on this list to begin with. But overall, really good stuff. I agree with this list. Thumbs up. Promotion of the year. This should be really interesting. We have All Japan Pro Wrestling number 10. OTT Over the Top Wrestling at number 9. AAA at number 8. DDT at number 7. Stardom at number 6. I'm surprised Stardom even made it on the list. We have Dragon Gate. Somehow Dragon Gate and Stardom are tied, even though they, clear as day, both do not have the same number of votes. Are both number 6. UFC at number 5. NWA number 4. WWE somehow makes it into number 3. All Elite Wrestling at number 2. And New Japan Pro Wrestling at number 1. Rightfully so. Thumbs up for me. Best on interviews. Chris Jericho's going to win again. Watch. Samoa Joe at number 10. When he's not injured. Number 9 is David Starr. Number 8, Daniel Bryan. Number 7, Becky Lynch. Number 6, Nick Aldis. Number 5, Zack Sabre Jr. Number 4, Jon Moxley. Number 3, MJF. Number 2, Cody. And number 1 is Chris Jericho at 4,103 votes. Very much so. Completely agree. This list actually is actually pretty accurate. I appreciate this list very much. So, thumbs up for me. Tag Team of the Year. Number 10, we have Mark and Jay Briscoe. Number 9, we had The Birds of Prey, not the movie with Harley Quinn. Will Ospreay and Robbie Eagles. Number 8, Frank Kazarian and Scorpio Sky. Number 7, Go Shiozaki. Go Shiozaki. And Katsushiko Nakajima. Pretend like I said that correctly. Tama Tonga and Tongalo, the Girls of Destiny. Suwama and Suji Ishikawa at number 5. Santana and Ortiz of Pride and Powerful, number 4. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, number 3. Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, number 2. And Pentagon Jr. and Rey Fenix at number 1 with 4,476 votes. I agree with this list for the most part, even though like 3 of these people, I don't even know who they are. But for the most part, I agree with this list. So, thumbs up. Half a thumb up. Like Orange Cassidy, half a thumb up. Most Outstanding Wrestler. Let me guess. Will Ospreay or Okada? Kenny Omega, number 10. Damn, I thought he would have been higher. Adam Cole, number 9. Kento Miyahara, number 8. Rey Fenix, number 7. Johnny Gargano, number 6. Tomohiro Ishii at number 5. Shingo Takagi, number 4. Kota Ibushi, number 3. Kazuchika Okada, number 2. And Will Ospreay at number 1 with 4,951 votes. Will Ospreay's been killing it, man, in this list. Him and Chris Jericho have been really killing it. And I completely agree with this. So, thumbs up for me. Then we get to the granddaddy of them all, the Lou Thesz / Ric Flair Award for Wrestler of the Year. And number 10, we have Kenny Omega. At number 9, we have Hiroshi Tanahashi. I agree with both. Number 8 is Jon Moxley. I think he should be number 10 instead of Kenny Omega. Number 7, we have Kota Ibushi. Number 6, we have Kento Miyahara. Number 5, we have Adam Cole. Number 4, we have Cody. Number 3, we have Will Ospreay. Number 2, we have Kazuchika Okada. And number 1, we have Chris Jericho, who, above all, is the greatest of all time. That was all what the grand majority was of votes for this newsletter award. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think should have won these categories? How would you guys categorize all this shit? Comment down below. Let your boy know. I love you guys as always, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out, guys. Hey, did you enjoy that clip? I know I did. Well, there's plenty of more where that came from. I stream on this very channel every Wednesday, 8 to 10 p.m. for my live reactions to WWE NXT and All Elite Wrestling Dynamite. For more clips like this, discussions about AEW, NXT, New Japan, and Stardom, subscribe to the Tyler-kun channel. Peace out, guys.